Hello, and welcome to the second episode of my City Skylines series. Today we are going to start adding in our first citizens. We're going to start some zoning and put down all my utility buildings and try and get my town up and running. The first thing actually I'm going to do is, while I was off camera, I've actually expanded my city a bit. So as before, we only had the main road coming down this bottom part. We'd made the motorway connection and we've made the train and tram lines, but what I've done now is I've extended the tram line, so it's now gonna extend up this bit, which I'm gonna make all residential, maybe some commercial, but this is mainly gonna be my residential area here. I've made an actual connection to the main city, or this is what I want to be the main connection to the city. So I've connected all that up. I've actually painted trees down between the motorway and where the residential is going to go, because I want it to mask it a little bit. So if we zoom right in, you can't really see the motorway, and I think it'll also dampen the sound for the citizens that end up living here, which is good. I also added in the, what's it called, the cargo hub here, and I connected that to the rail line. I am planning on extending out here and building on this area because there's a lot of flat space here, a lot of room to build, but that's going to come a little bit later. So for now, that's all I've added in. I also terraformed this little bit here. Before it was almost as steep as this cliff here all the way around, so I just flattened it out and I've created a nice gentle slope and extended up the motorway. And if you remember, this is going to be utility island, so this is where all my power and my water is going to come from, and it's also going to handle my garbage disposal. So that's something I'll probably end up doing this episode, so I thought I'd just do that before we dived in. One problem I did have was I paused the game last time, and I built all this on pause. It's on pause again, as you can see. And I terraformed the beach a little bit, and when I actually loaded up my game, by default it's on the lowest speed setting, but it created a huge tidal wave that swept all over the roads, and luckily I didn't have anything down, but I had to wait until all the water had settled and then put some pumps down along the base of this cliff just to get rid of the water, and it's all okay now. Right, so to begin with, I'm going to sort out my electric and my water supply. So for my electricity, to begin with, I'm going to use wind. I did look at this earlier, and this island is perfect for wind. There's 8. You're going to get the full 8 megawatts almost universally. So I'm just going to start plonking those down. When my citizens are a bit more educated, I'm going to put down some nuclear plants. I mean, I could do it straight away. I'm sure there wouldn't be that much of an issue, but I like to make sure they're educated first anyway. Maybe a few more than that, actually. Like so. And my water, my water pumps aren't going to go on this. My sewage is going to be dealt with. I'm going to put that on the far side, so it's out of sight of everything. I'm going to put my sewage treatment down here. It just means extending a long pipeline all the way through. But my water pumps, I'm going to put in this river here, just so there's a bit of actual water flow, as opposed to taking it directly from the sea. I connect all this up, all these to each other. Okay. Let's connect. Where's in it? I think I'll connect that there. And as for connecting it to the sewage line, I'm gonna run a pipe from the main road under the island, just because it's a little bit more realistic that way. Up through here, because this is where a lot of my amenities are going to be. And then from there, I'll just do a direct line. Like so. And one thing I'm actually going to do is give these water pumps their own power supply. So I'm gonna make this an advanced wind turbine. Just there. So that these will be connected from the main grid and I won't have to run power cables throughout the entire... I mean, I could probably run them up the river, but I'm happy with how that is. Okay, before I forget, I also need to connect these to the power, like so. And I'll just run my main line across the land now. Trying to stick near the motorway so that, just for aesthetic purposes. Okay, I'll leave it like that for now, and then whenever we start zoning, that's where we'll make the main connection. Yeah, so it's not, obviously it's not hidden, but it looks much better following it along than if it was to go straight across here, because we want this to be a nice beach area. So that lovely view. Well, it's a bit blurry, but you get the drift. Right, so I'm going to add in my amenities now. So I want a big hospital, and I want this on the main road. Put that like there. I'm going to use a large advanced crematorium because it's the nice mixture of both cemetery and crematorium. I might put that up near the woods here, because I'm not... my residential is going to be up here. There's not really going to be any down here. Maybe just a few like hotels or something. Yeah, I'll put it there. Oh, in fact, I'm not sure actually because of this. Delete that. Maybe if I smooth it a little. Don't know how much it'll smooth because the roads are already down. We can see. We'll check. And that one. I'm not overly pleased with that. No, I don't like that actually. I don't like that at all. Where else should I put, where could I put it? Oh, yeah, I don't think it'll fit in this gap. Maybe just here. I'll find death care everywhere. Because people do still die in commercial. I think, do they? I can't remember. Ah, well, it's here now. It's there now. That's fine. Fire station. Place in the center. I'll place this more towards the beach end. Like so. And then I'll put another little firehouse just in the residential area for a bit of added protection. Police. Put down. I'll do the same thing with the police. So I'll put one for the main area, and then just I'll put the normal precinct down. I'm not going to put those in the same junction for the residential, just so there's not too much traffic on it. Right, so we've got police, we've got fire, we've got health, education. I'll put education down as we go. So when I see where all the civilians are actually coming in, I'll lay my underpipes because that's what these guys all need. So for underpiping, I normally just stick to the main roads. It's a lot easier. I do have the snowfall expansion, but I don't think that it applies to this map. In fact, yeah, I don't think that it does. But just to be safe, I think I should probably make sure it's the upgraded pipes anyway. Can you just upgrade a pipe? Oh, you can. I could have just done that. And then if I do need it, I'll put boilers on Utility Island as well. Okay. Right. Wish I'd have known that from the start, but oh well. Let's extend that. Follow up. Now I know this isn't as efficient, but I've got the unlimited money on, so I'm not too bothered about leaving out places that I've already done. It's just to make the water pipe areas look a little bit nicer, even though they are invisible. It's just a personal preference thing, really. Like that. In fact, actually, if I am sticking to those rules, I should probably get rid of that. Yeah. And then same up here, just up the main road. Follow the main residential road down to my other tram stop that I put the trees in again. I thought I'd keep the nice aesthetic. Didn't actually follow this road down, did I? Go. Space already occupied. That is not pleasant. There we go. Just quickly do the other side, connect that to the water pumps. Follow this road to that. Maybe get rid of that. No, I want the delete tool. And then just connect that end to there. Okay, everything will have water access now. Good. Right. I need to connect everything to the power. So initially it's gonna just look horrendous. I'm gonna move that over there. I'm just gonna have this hug the main road, and then as people move in and the electric grid expands, I'll just start deleting everything that I need. And then I need crematorium, hospital, and then a hospital to the fire and police stations. I think that's everything. Everything will be connected. Right, let's press play and find out. Oh, what are they not happy about? Okay, so from the looks of it, they do they need heat? I was gonna say, surely not. Okay, let's get zoning then. So it's just gonna be low residential up here, just having a little town. In fact, I've already added that. Let's put some local shops for all the homeowners. I'll put some houses down on here. Try and leave the main road clear a little bit now. Just focus on this side. Oh yeah, and one thing I did put in that I forgot to mention, I put a nice cliffside path. So, I mean, it is really like jaggy and bumpy, but you know what? I like it. They're all complaining about heat. Surely not. Like, oh, water issues. What are the water issues? There's no power going to them. How? Estimated production 0. Okay. Nighttime. Might turn the day-night cycle off. How about that? Surely you don't need. That'll do you. There you go. Yeah, I'm gonna send the day-night cycle off just for now. That's gameplay. Day-night cycle. There we go. I might put it back on later, but just for while we're building, I want to be able to see everything for now. Okay, so we've got a lot of people moving in. That's good. Thank you. Marvelous. Oh, pardon me. Waste management. Thank you. I'd forgotten about that. So let's get to Utility Island. Create a nice... where should I put it? I think I'll put it up here. This will be... it'll just be a grid. Nice and boring. This I'm going to put on the incinerators. Garbage, incinerators. I'll put a fair few down. Hopefully it'll provide lasting coverage. Make sure everything here is connected to the water. Oh, it's already connected to power, perfect. Then just make a highway connection. So have a two-way road. It's not going to be very busy, so it doesn't matter that this is just... And actually for now, because I'm not expanding, this will all change later, but I'm just going to create a simple on-off like that. Eventually when I move over here, I'll redo this so it's a proper junction. But for now, that'll be fine. Oh, I forgot to connect you up. You're not really important at the minute, are you? I'll connect you up anyway. But no, you're not really important at the minute. Yeah, for now, you can have your own supply as well. Okie dokie. Oh yeah, you're not gonna have any. I don't have any access to. I'm gonna just turn you off for now. Multiple problems. You've been turned off. Okay. Let's start putting down like the commercial, the touristy bit, if you would. So I'm gonna make it high density. I'm not going to start with a lot. Well, let's say that, look at all that. Oh, if I'm putting down high density, I need to put down some elementary schools immediately. The first one will cover this side. I'm going to put another on the main road. Or near the main road anyway, for when I expand over there. I'll need a high school. That should definitely go on the main road. That can cover it all. Scarborough has a university, so my Scarborough-esque town is going to have a small university. And that'll get the well-educated workers in. Now, that might end up looking a bit out of place. Eventually I might move that down. In fact, I'll move it down now. But what I need to do, because it's down there, I actually need to set up a tram line, because I haven't done that yet. So trams. I always forget there's so much to do in this game. It's incredible. I love it. So, right, first thing I'm going to do is set up the residential line. So, I'll start here. Stop off at the high school. Stop off at the crematorium. University and like hospital and places like that. Have a stop on the beachfront. Have another stop, but turn around. Stop off on this side of the road. I might as well. Now, do I want them to connect to there? What's up with you? Crime? How? Right, so it's gonna stop there. Stop opposite. Stop opposite. Complete line. Why? How are you getting? I've got police, don't I? Crime rate is high. Oh, policemen's. Not enough heat. Is that? So I do require heat for this. Okay. Boiler stations. 1, 2, 3. Oh, sugar. Didn't mean to do that. Connect these up. I didn't think I'd need it for this one, to be honest. Shows how much I know. This one might be too close. I'll fill something else in there later. Right. Are you all going to be happy for heat now? I find that bizarre. It's not even snowing. Oh well. Right, let's fill in some more residential. I can start getting rid of some of the power lines now as well. Ooh, we're already getting upgrades, that's good. Let's just check that I'm not getting rid of things I shouldn't be. Can get rid of that line and that line. Right, have you fixed the police issue? What? I don't get... Right, where are my police cruisers? I can't see any. I just want one to go up to the train station. I haven't actually seen any policemen's about. That's bizarre. I haven't seen any ambulances either. Oh, that's a garbage truck. Well, this is really infuriating. What's that that's going up here? That's a police cruiser. Can you go to the train station? Please. They're not happy with me. Huh. Well, I don't know why that is. You're getting your own little station then. You gonna stop? You gonna dispatch anyone? Is it my budget? Policing? No. There's literally a police station opposite. Multiple, yeah. Okay, there's something wrong with this. Is it definitely this building? Yeah, it's... You have no reason to be complaining. Garbage pile-up's huge. Why aren't you covering it? What's my coverage like? So this is not good coverage for this area. But even with policing, I'll go on policing, look. Well, I'm just going to ignore you for now, and I'll maybe come back to you at a later time. I'm going to move you back in line first though. In fact, no, you're just going to get deleted. If you're not going to play ball... And then you can go as well. What? Oh, sugar. Right. What yo? Not enough workers? Busy corner shop. That's not really a corner shop. It's more of a town shop. Abandoned building already. That's never good. Although they are demanding a lot of residential. Okay, better leave some of that free actually. For more commercial. Okay, that filled in very quickly. They were really demanding it, weren't they? But I think maybe, yeah. Park time, I think. Maybe just some small ones. I mean, I'll have to put in a football pitch, I think. Just because there's always a football pitch. Obviously can't. Is there anywhere centrally I can put it? I highly doubt it. Let's have a look at electricity. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of. Well, first I'm going to connect it up so it doesn't go haywire. Then I'm going to get rid of these so I can put down a local football pitch. 'Cause that's what everybody loves. Right. I'll put that there. Maybe some smaller parks. Plaza? No, I don't want a plaza. Park with trees? That's a big one. This is like a small plaza thing. What other parks have I got? It's large. It's a small playground. I don't want two parks right next to each other. You've slot in there nicely. Yeah, everyone's starting to pick up. Maybe another one there. Okay, good. Fill this in with shops. Get rid of these abandoned buildings. Oh, bone fluff. The thing is, I need I need the train for tourism. We have to put the trains back in. What a farce this has become. Okay, I'm gonna put the trains in, and then I think I'm gonna call it a day for now. We've got some set up, so. So that's it. That's the first bit. Is this? That's what we want. And then we'll have to join on the railway lines. Oh, it might be too short to connect yet. Just gonna have to. Like that. Hopefully this one won't cry about not having enough police protection. I've turned you off, you stop complaining. Right. I'll quickly delete the abandoned buildings. And then I think I'm gonna call that a day for now. So we've got in some of our citizens, got down some parks, we got down all the services. Now it's just about waiting and letting our city grow. Thank you very much for watching, and goodbye.